Student, welcome to the geography class. Today you are going to learn a new chapter, that's chapter 14, Africa, and its location and extent. Africa is known by different names. It is known as the plateau continent, dark continent, hottest continent, and the continent last explored. By different names, Africa is known as. So we will see the reasons one by one. Africa is also known as the hottest continent. So why Africa is known as the hottest continent? Because the passes through the middle of Africa that divides Africa into two equal halves, and most part of Africa comes in between the tropic, means in the areas where the direct rays of the sun is getting. That is why Africa is known as the hottest continent. Means as a result of direct rays of the sun is getting, there is extreme hot is there. And Africa is also known as the plateau continent because a major part of Africa composed of ancient rock. So that is why it is known as the plateau continent. And Africa is also known as the dark continent. So why it is known as the dark continent? For a long time it was very difficult for the explorers to reach the interior part of Africa. There were many difficulties where in reaching the interior part of Africa by the explorers. So we will see that what are the obstacles prevented the explorers reaching. The first reason is that the Sahara Desert, which is situated in the northern part of Africa, means due to the existence of this desert, the movement from the north to south of Africa was very difficult. There was extreme hot. That is the one of the reasons. And another reason is that plateaus, and there were plateaus was there, and many of these plateaus were unequal, so it was also difficult for moving from the coastal areas to the middle of Africa. And another is that rapid waterfalls. So there were lot of waterfalls in Africa, and many of these waterfalls were rapid, means they were from top to down, falling straight. That is why the proper navigation is also not possible on this water. And next is that thick forest. In Africa there were forests most of the forests are very thick, and there are poisonous insects, wild animals. So going or walking along the forest is also very difficult. So that is why for a long time Africa remained out of the world. And next, let us say that Africa is the second largest continent in the world after Asia. But nowadays people are settling there, and they are also doing all type of agricultural practice and doing the business. So this was some time before. Now the situation has been changed. Most part of Africa was discovered by the Europeans. Let us see the discoveries and the places. The first is that David Livingstone, the great explorer, find out the Victoria Falls. Victoria Falls, the great waterfall, which was discovered by David Livingstone. And another is that Manco Park, he discovered river Niger. And the next is that Henry Morton Stanley, he discovered the mouth of river Congo. And another is that means most of these discoveries in Africa were done by the European location and the extent of Africa. So Africa is located in the center of world map. Let us see the location and extent of Africa. Africa is located in the middle of world map. So I will show you this. So you can see that this is the world political map. You can see here the location of Africa, means half of the world is on left part and half is in the right side. So it is located in the center of world map. And another feature of Africa is that equator divides Africa into two equal parts. Means half of Africa is in the north and half of Africa in the south. So the equator passes through the middle of Africa. And that is why there is a more tropical regions in Africa. And the Tropic of Cancer, 23 degree and half, and the Tropic of Capricorn, 23 degree and half south. Means equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. So this 3 latitude passes through the African continent. This 3 latitude is not passing through any other continent. So that is the main feature of Africa. Then its latitudinal extent, we can see that Africa is located between 37 degree north to 35 degree south latitude. So this is its latitudinal extent. And its longitudinal extent is 18 degree west to 51 degree east. So this is its longitudinal extent. Next, another important feature of Africa is that the prime meridian also passes through the African continent. So it passes through at a place known as Ankara in Ghana country. So that is another feature of African continent. Next is that Africa is also bounded by a number of water bodies. On the east of Africa there is Indian Ocean is there. So the Indian Ocean is in its east. And the west side there is Atlantic Ocean is there. And the north side there is Mediterranean Sea is there. And there is also a strait is there. There is also a strait that is known as Gibraltar Strait. It means it is a small water channel separating Africa from the European continent. That is known as the Strait of Gibraltar. That separates Africa from the Europe. And this strait, this small water channel, is situated in the on its west side there is Atlantic Ocean is there, and on its east side there is Mediterranean Sea is there. So that is means this is small water channel separated Atlantic Ocean as well as Mediterranean Sea, and it also separated Africa from the Europe by the sea. And another feature is that in the south there is a Suez Canal is there. The Suez Canal is connected between the Mediterranean Sea as well as the Red Sea. And this is another feature of another feature of African continent. And isthmus means it is a land area that is connecting between two continents. And earlier Africa and Asia was connected by an isthmus or a narrow stretch of land. And along to connect Africa and Asia was isthmus, but across that a canal was built, that is Suez Canal, to connect Red Sea as well as Mediterranean Sea. And next is that another feature is that the southernmost tip of Africa is known as Cape of Good Hope, and along this last part of Africa, means this end part of Africa, through which the Vasco da Gama came to India also. Now let us see the physical divisions of Africa. In Africa, there are plateaus are there. These plateaus are lower in the north, but higher in the southern side of Africa also. And on the basis of physical divisions, Africa is divided into 3. These are the mountains, plateaus, as well as river areas. So let us see that the first one, that is the mountains. So there are highest mountains in Africa, and that mountain is that the Mount Atlas. This is situated in the northwestern part of Africa, and this has 3 ranges also. And next is that the lower central plateaus, and these plateaus are situated from west to the Nile areas in the east. So these plateaus are very low plateaus, and the Sahara Desert is also comes in these plateaus as well as rivers. In the south of Africa, the plateaus are very high, and most of the mountains and desert in the south are situated on these plateaus. I will give the name of the desert which are on the plateaus. The desert such as Namib and Kalahari desert. So these two deserts are on the southern plateau. And similarly, that Mount Kilimanjaro is also situated in the southern plateau. Mount Kilimanjaro is situated very close to the equator, and it is also covered with snow during the year. So this is the main feature of Mount Kilimanjaro. Next is that rivers. There are two main rivers in Africa. They are River Nile as well as River Congo. So these are the two prominent rivers of Africa. And most of the rivers flows over the. When the rivers flows on the upper part, these rivers are navigable. And when these rivers flows to the down areas, means to the coastal areas, there are many waterfalls are there. These rivers are navigable in the upper part, but in the lower areas, these rivers are not navigable because many waterfalls are there. And as regards the river Nile, this is the world's longest river, and it gives water over a long distance and to make the land fertile and cultivable also. So because of the river Nile, the eastern part of Africa is cultivable, and it started from the Lake Victoria and merged into the Mediterranean Sea. Means a long area of Africa cultivable because of the water supplied by the river Nile.